Try not to laugh to this CrackerMilk Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the
CrackerMilk
Podcast. That's right. And we're here today and we're having fun. Goob, can I get you to slap the phones on for me, mate? They're just next behind Elias's junk that he puts all over my things.
I don't know where else to put it, man.
Dude,
these are props.
I
for
swear
filming.
to God, it's like you
But
fucking...
you told me to bring stuff in, and then we don't film, and so it just sits here until we film. I don't know where else to put it. It's
You're
delicate
literally,
stuff,
you're
dude.
like a rat. You take things and you just make nests wherever you go.
Where
And
else am I meant to put it?
if you're in
dude?
a place longer than 20 minutes, I guarantee there's going to be like a place you've decided to store
Got to be
things.
comfortable in my nest, man.
One time I had a plant, like I had a little tree in the house, and he actually cut out a hole in the tree to store food like a squirrel.
Yeah.
And burrowed it.
Is that not normal?
No, because it was
people
fucking
steal my
prawns.
food
He
all
was
the
putting
time.
prawns in there. They couldn't get them out.
Yeah, if I put them in the fridge, you would have eaten them.
No, dude, they were rotting. It smelled
Yeah,
like death.
you would have
in here.
eaten them or thrown them
okay.
out.
You didn't
And I
eat. You
would've-
didn't eat them after you stored them, did you?
Yeah, of course I did.
Did you get sick?
Yeah.
How sick did you get?
I'm really sick.
You don't do that anymore.
Why? It was filling.
We're
It was a good
joined
experience.
today with none other than world famous internet celebrity and
Who? Where?
very,
When are they coming?
very, very sexy model
When are they coming in?
Nick Chameleon.
Oh!
Oh my God.
It's you!
Hi. Hello.
It's weird because we have to talk about you as if you're like another creator, even though you hang out with us and make CrackerMilk videos.
Well, I am, or else I wouldn't
You
have enough
be
money
here.
to
Yeah,
live.
Exactly. But Nick is you would know her from many videos, many of our successful videos as well. Nick is a very talented actress,
I have
cosplayer,
many
model,
talents.
and she's a hot babe, and she makes a lot of money being a hot, creative nerd babe. So
I make okay money. It pays the bills.
yeah, I mean, you're making more than us. You make more than CrackerMilk.
Yeah, but most people do.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, you do. Your options
Yeah.
when you can either work at Macca's or you get a job at CrackerMilk, and Macca's still pays better.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here. Nick, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Great.
Yeah, good,
The new
good.
edition of the podcast, same as last time, but now on couches.
Chairs.
Comfy!
And
Wow.
every episode, including the video, is available for free. So you get to watch all this on our podcast channel.
Oh.
Which is cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then the extended versions on our Patreon, which is cool.
Wow.
What? Why are you acting like that?
That's just insane.
No,
I didn't think of
You're
that.
making. I'm trying to be serious and trying to do an ad, and you're making me look like a
No, it
fucking.
just surprised
All
me
right,
because
let's
I
stop.
didn't know
Let's
it
stop
was
the
gonna
bit for
be-
a sec. You're making me look like a fucking clown.
I don't know. Whatever he's doing makes me want to buy it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Whoa, that's crazy, dude.
dude, just stop. You sound like you're making fun of me. You sound like you're mocking me
Why would I mock you, dude?
because you hate my guts.
I don't hate your guts. You're my
Really, you
boss.
don't hate my guts.
You
You're
did
my
say
boss.
something about docking before.
Yeah, docking or
Yeah.
doxing?
Docking?
Docking?
I'm not sure what it is, but is that the same as mocking? Mocking
Was he
and
saying he
docking?
wants to dock me? Oh, dude, why are you talking about docking me again? Do you guys, for the listeners out there, docking is when and they spread their.
But-
We're not doing that again. It's
So
not
would you rather
happening.
him mock you or dock you? Because
Mock
pick
you.
one. Exactly.
Mock me.
There you go.
Last time we docked, I got stuck. Turns out Smell is an incredible adhesive.
Yeah, very good.
You know what
very
I really
effective.
like about this new setup? I could just sit a little further away from you.
Yeah,
Stevie
you
boys.
can't
It's
smell
nice.
you can't smell Elias's
Yeah,
dick
it's
cheese.
really.
It's good.
Now we're here. Goob's off camera. Goob's got a mic off camera.
Here's a goofy goober rock.
He's
Got
just
Goob's-
wrangling
Dun, dun,
his
dun.
little dog.
Yeah,
little
Goob will be
one.
on every app. Goob's sort of the permanent producer behind the scenes.
What? He has to sit on the couch every now and then.
Yeah,
Couch
Yeah, we
boy.
got a wheelchair.
well, Goob has a whole fucking show. He gets his own show that the Patreon you can watch on Patreon
The
called Show
Goofy
and
Goober
Tell.
Show.
And also he'll be on soon when we have, when we have room.
Yeah,
Or-
when I get kicked out
You're not going to get kicked out. We can't kick you out.
of the next podcast. I'm not on every podcast.
No, you're not in every podcast.
Why not?
To be honest
Am I
with
not
you,
interesting enough?
you get really violent and you throw rocks at us. So we
Yeah,
want to make
one of the
sure.
rocks hit me in the eye and it really hurt.
It's fine. Fun tidbit. I think I told you guys before. I did throw a rock at a guy one time, and he still has a mark on his nose from it. Whoops.
That's mean. Why'd you
Oops.
do that?
I thought I was being funny. I was friends with him at the time. I definitely fucked up. He was in the pool, and I threw it thinking it would like bloop onto
How
his
big
head,
was
and he came up.
how big was the rock?
It was only like a little pebble, not a pebble.
Like probably this big.
Yeah, I'm like.
That's a stone, bro.
That's still a rock though.
A bit of gravel.
What makes a stone and what makes a rock?
Same thing, different terminology.
Depends
that all
on
it
how
is?
hard you can throw them.
Because I feel like if you said visualize a stone, I'd visualize like a
Smooth.
grey, smooth bigger
stone,
rock.
like a stepping stone,
Yeah.
or like a skipping.
But like a
thing.
rock, I'd visualize like a browny grey.
It was definitely a rock that I threw at
Uluru
him.
is a rock.
Yeah.
Who wins in a fight, Uluru or Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Probably Uluru because it's a bigger rock.
Doesn't move though.
Doesn't move.
Yeah,
immobile.
exactly.
Nah.
So I can't get knocked down.
Do you reckon the Rock?
I get knocked down, but I get Uluru. The energy, it's good.
That was embarrassing what you just did now.
I like it.
Thank you, dude.
So we're here now, Nick. I'll ask you a few questions.
Oh,
just like I'm
no.
sure the audience wants to know some things.
Oh, I can ask you guys some questions too.
Yeah. What question do you have for us?
It's inappropriate. I'll go next.
So like when you're in CrackerMilk, what's made you laugh the most? That's a fun podcast question, I'd say.
I mean, if you want a serious answer, it's very fun hanging out with you guys, and we always have good jokes and good banter.
Yeah.
But I really like making fun of you. It's so fun, and when we all get behind it,
Yeah, I
and
get
your
bullied
soul
hard.
dies a little bit when you see it in your eyes. It really,
You bully everyone.
really funny.
So we need to band together to bully you.
I don't bully anyone.
What?
I don't bully anyone.
You bully us all the time, dude. You're just one big bully.
Name one thing I've said to you that's mean.
roll the clip. Roll the clip.
Yeah,
Don't roll any
everything,
clips.
Every clip.
Goob, there's no clip. Speaking of clips, now there is a reason. I like one of the things we want to do with the podcast is sort of be transparent with the audience over how things operate. CrackerMilk, it looks like a lot of fun. We get a lot of comments that we look like we're fun to work with, and for the most part,
Is that
yes.
really what they say?
No, but for the most part, yes,
I'm
it
like,
is fun.
who
But
are you
occasionally we have some moments that can be pretty confronting. And Nick, you're lovely to work with.
Thank you.
We love your attitude. We love your
Thanks.
style. But
Thank
we
you.
do think maybe I don't know how to put this lightly.
What?
But I think you're a bit of a fucking hoe.
You've never mentioned any of this to me. Why would you do it on camera?
Well, it's just like, once a week we say, hey, like, it's good to have you on. Please don't touch anyone. Please don't, like, harass people.
I don't remember you ever telling me that.
I feel like we have a clip. Can we get the clip? I just want to
Why
show.
would you have a clip?
Just
Clip of what?
Elias has been coming to me, like, HR. He goes to HR, CrackerMilk HR.
Your HR.
Yeah, I'm HR.
Classic.
But I just want to show this clip that Elias recorded the other day when we were on set.
Make sure you pack that stuff up. What are you doing? Probably just going home and
You're so strong. Your arms are so muscular.
Nice.
Your skin.
That's nice.
I love how much hair on your arms.
Oh, thank you.
Compliments.
Do you mind if you just...
I need to like wear a hat and hide your beautiful hair.
Do you mind if
Actually, you
you
don't
touch
have
me
to
a bit
cleanse
too
it all.
much?
Shh, it's okay. Just let it happen. You should take your shirt off. It's
feeling a
really
bit
hot in here.
Okay.
Exactly. That's why you should take your shirt off. Because then you'll be more comfortable. No one will believe you. Just let it happen. Shh.
I don't remember
Let it
that.
happen. If you tell anyone, we'll cancel you. Shh. Oh my God. You
guys all right over there?
It was so ugly.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
So, first thing we need to check on now, like, CrackerMilk's it's an important place. Are you okay?
What do you think?
Well, I'm just here to let you know that you hold space, that you're here to speak your truth, okay? And that your feelings are valid and that you're a victim and we're here to support you.
Victim? I gave him so many compliments.
The thing is, Nick, you can't ask people to take off their shirts at work. That's something that, like, we've told you a few times.
But why not?
Well,
I don't remember you telling me.
It's just that, like,
I think it's fine.
most people don't like that.
You guys take your shirts off for skits all the time.
Yeah, we take our shirts off because we want to show our muscles off. But that's
Acting.
our decision. That's our decision. You don't get to make that decision. And you can't go up to him and threaten him like that.
I think he liked it.
Did you say you were going to cancel him if he told people?
I don't remember that.
What would you say about him to cancel him?
He said some things to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
About feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Has he harassed you?
I wouldn't say. I thought they were compliments. But I thought I was just returning the favor by telling him it's really strong.
What, can you give me an example of what he said about your feet?
He likes sweaty feet, and he wanted me to take
That's
my
not
shoes
true.
off.
That's
It's
not
true. He wanted to
Really?
take my
So-
shoes
so
off to
hang
see
on,
my
that's
sweaty
not-
feet.
You came to
That's
me.
not
You
true.
came to
You
me with
did.
this audio saying, like, you came to me. To be honest, you came to me crying. He
That's
said, Nick's,
you shouldn't cry. Like I said in the clip, you're kind of ugly when you cry. You probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. So the problem is, like, now you're coming to me saying this stuff's happened, but Nick's telling me that you were harassing her. You can't tell her that you like her sweaty feet, dude. We know Nick has a problem with her feet. She's got athlete's foot.
No, I like it.
Her foot, athlete's foot's so bad, they don't call it athlete's foot anymore. They just call it Usain Bolt foot.
I actually don't know what athlete's foot is because my feet are beautiful, and Elias would know because he's asked me for pictures of them. So I sent them because I thought it was just being friendly.
So you send photos of your feet to that man?
So many.
How many?
Like you could scroll.
Like high quality photos?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. You can't be sending that. Where did you send them? Like, is there like a Google Drive link or something?
Did I what?
That's fucked.
Yeah.
What did you send
like
it on?
Dropbox.
Like a Dropbox? Is there like a
it to
Dropbox
him.
link or something you sent him?
Yeah.
That's accessible by anyone with the link?
Yeah, he made me like run around the backyard for a while.
I want to see that link.
Dirty feet.
No, I want to. You send me that link right now.
I didn't ask for the.
Just make sure it's
feed.
open to all. Don't just make sure it's not like set to only certain accounts can look at it.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I'll just for evidence that
for
it's
evidence.
true. Yeah.
Well, this sounds like you're a dirty pig too, dude. And it sounds like you're into
I
feet.
didn't ask
We're
for the
all in
photos.
this together.
Goob, is
I
there-
didn't ask for the photos.
Has Elias ever come to you about feet stuff?
Not me personally. He's always asking about my girlfriend's little grubbers, he calls them.
He calls them little grubbers.
He calls them little grubbers because she doesn't wear shoes around the house.
No, she doesn't. She boulders, right? She's a boulderer. Yeah, so she doesn't wear feet.
Yeah, he really likes to send her compliments.
Why is that? Why? Can you ask your toe knucks? Yeah, that does sound like
He
you.
says grubbers quite a lot.
Yeah, I actually thought he was talking about his penis because he kept saying like I can't wait to get my little grubbers out on set, and I thought he was talking about getting his cock out like Louis C.K. But it sounds like you've got a feet thing going on. So look, the thing is, guys, with Elias, he's lonely. If you're someone who likes showing feet, Elias DW is his Instagram. It's at Elias DW. That's his Instagram. We'll put it in the description. Elias DW. I'm not joking. That is his Instagram. Go and send him photos of feet.
Or you can tag him on Instagram and say little grubbers.
Yeah. So you feel free to tag him in feet-related content or send him photos of your feet at Elias DW. Not the CrackerMilk Instagram. I run that. I think feet are disgusting.
Feet
I gotta
that people
look at Nick's
sell
feet
to
for
send.
research. I gotta look at that for evidence and research.
So fair.
Now,
I have a question
Yeah.
for you guys. If you were a girl and you had to bang one of your other team, who would you pick?
I have to bang a man.
Chris.
One of the
Chris
team
for
members.
sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Chris
Between
got the
Chris and these two
experience.
for you.
He's like
and-
in his
Goob. I'd fuck
70s.
Goob. Fuck the shit out of Goob.
I
He's handsome.
100%.
That wasn't part of the
He's
scenario.
also not a
if you
girl, so
consent or
it's
not.
okay. It's not gonna.
I'd fuck the shit out of Goob. Look at him. He's an Adonis. A Greek, the embodiment of masculinity. A Greek embodiment of male
Wow.
masculinity.
See, I think
He's
you're hitting on him
in
now.
Adonis. I'd smash Goob. If you were a girl, if you were a guy, you could turn to a guy, you had to fuck one of the girls. Who would it be and why is it Elias?
I think as a woman, me, Tamara, and Emily would have a threesome. I don't even have to be a dude.
Do you got any other questions you want to ask us?
Who's got the biggest feet? Elias has big. What size feet are you? Sorry, now I'm back on feet again.
Is there anyone in social media that you loved and then they spoke to you and you went, oh my fucking God, this person sucks?
Yes, quite a few, which is very disappointing.
All right. Who's the biggest?
I can't say that.
Don't name names, but give me the story
the name.
around the name.
It's happened so often. I don't know. And even meeting people in person, you're like, oh.
So, like, give me one. Give me a big one. Give me a one
Why?
that you... Like, not a name, just like a story of someone that you met. You were like, oh, my God, their fucking content's awesome. You meet them, they suck. Because we met Smosh. Like, we hung out with Smosh
Are they great?
once. We hung out with Smosh, so... It was
good.
pretty cool. We hung out with Smosh. Yeah, it was a good night. I blew chunks.
Well, my negative one is someone I looked up to. The T. Never had a conversation with this person ever.
Yeah.
And then I had messaged them on Instagram many times, just saying how wonderful they were. And then the one time they messaged back, they had an issue with me that was really, really out of left field.
Oh.
But there are some lovely people that I've met online and in person, and they are fabulous.
Can I be honest with you, though, Nick? No one wants to hear about positive relationships.
Okay,
We're on the
fair
internet. They want to
enough.
hear about the drama.
I'm just trying to
Who
be a
gives a
positive
fuck
person.
about the people that work well with you and care about you?
I do.
Really?
I like hearing about positive stories.
All right. I've got a positive story for you.
I feel like this is not.
Once
gonna be
upon a
positive
time, there was a
story.
guy called Elijah, and he went to the doctor, and they said, we got your test results back, and they're positive. And Elijah went, hooray, hooray! And they went, all of your test results are positive. Every single sexually transmitted disease you have, which is interesting because you're a virgin.
Well, you know how like positive is positive, right? 2 positives is a negative.
That's not true.
3 positives goes back to positive.
No.
And
It's
then,
one
like,
positive, shame on you. 2 positives, shame on me. I don't know.
And well, I just think having every STI is a bit of an achievement. So I think that's a positive.
Oh, you're an achievement hunter.
Yeah.
That's why you've got every
Like
STI.
Ryan Haywood.
You're just like Ryan Haywood, the achievement hunter.
Yeah. Exactly.
I've had a YouTuber that in a YouTube group, not you guys, from the US who
Smosh.
No, definitely not Smash. Definitely not Smash. But there was a guy that was involved in it, and he got onto me and wanted to send me nudes of him, and was like, "I want to come to Australia" and all this kind of stuff, and had to be like, "Absolutely not!" Like it was super weird. And then it was
okay.
super weird. I've had some really good
I think
things
most
happen,
of,
and then some bad ones.
I think a whole industry built upon like you being a special important snowflake, like that's what our industry is like, oh, your whole business is you, and like you and like your personality or your brand makes people like kind of fucked. Like it kind of just wrecks them long term.
Well, I mean, we've seen some of your fans. Not seen,
Oh,
but
there's some bangers out there.
There are some
I have a
fans.
lovely community of people.
Can I tell
They're
you?
all very nice.
There are some people in your community that are scary. Like
Well, I was getting packages at my home address, and I was very worried about that. But turns out it wasn't a
Turns out, wasn't that
stalker.
just a
Crazy.
business?
Like-
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
weird
So
as
it was
fuck.
just fucking ridiculous. 'Cause
But the
I thought-
packages were for like little,
Yeah, it was a company that sells like
little,
fetish
like
stuff.
fetish stuff.
Yeah, so
like,
it's super weird.
Like baby fetish stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
We just have some slight
Fucking
maintenance going
hell,
out in the
yeah.
background, so just hang tight while that happens. Sorry.
It's like a bit.
Dude, it's every time
We
we
do
try to
anything.
anything.
CrackerMilk
it's
is.
a fucking,
I think
like-
God. I must have upset God in a past life.
I think you.
No, I think
upset
it's
him in
this one.
life.
I think it's definitely
I
this
haven't done
one.
anything to upset him in this life.
Hey, Smith.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
that
You forgot.
instance.
Apartheid. Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
That's cute.
Hey, Smidge.
Right now, for audio listeners at home, right now, Elias is sniffing Goob's dog's ass.
I'm not.
Little tiny rat. She's she's made a little
God.
nest.
Yeah, those fucking
The
thighs must
chosen
make
one.
good cushions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Can you shuffle it?
I got a couple cues I got to ask. You're a trustworthy girl, I'd say. We're close friends.
I'd like to think so.
I'm transparent. You know everything you need
I
to know
can see
about me.
right through you right now.
You
Yeah.
think you know everything about him?
No. Those eyes definitely hide things.
Because I'm going to tell you something. There's things I know about this guy that I've only just found out. Remember Julian Assange?
You've talked about them.
He
previously.
he had sex with a girl without a condom. Like he stealthed, took a condom off in the middle of sex, but also he leaked like valuable military secrets and then
then I have no idea who the fuck this Julian person
he's
is.
an Aussie dude who ran WikiLeaks. Anyway, turns out I got sent an anonymous email, and I found some photos that actually are about someone in this room, and I just wanted to.
From Julian Assange.
I don't want to give away my sources. Is the problem? I can't give them away. It's bad journalism. But yeah, do we have some photos? Can we just? I got them on my. I got that. You buzzed them through. So I'm just gonna show you first the photo. Do you know much about the IRA? So I'm just gonna show you this photo here. Is there anyone in that photo that you see that looks familiar
Does look like Pedro Pascal.
in the back there in the bathrobe?
The bathroom. Oh.
Do you see him there?
You could. Yeah.
Now,
I can
just
recognize
wanna-
you from a mile away.
Audience,
I'll put it up.
audio listeners, you'll be able to see these photos on our visual version of this, and also we'll upload the photos to our Instagram in a compilation just for those curious. But is that you in the background there, audience? The photo is going to be up there on the screen now. I just want you to look on the what side of the photo would that be? On the right of the photo there, and
It's on
spot
the left of the photo.
on the left of the photo. Sorry.
You're so bad at directions and stuff.
And you're so bad at domestic terrorism because that, I believe, was that orange car there, ladies and gentlemen, actually had a car bomb in it. And moments after that photo was taken, exploded during the Troubles in Ireland. And well, I just got sent that photo, and I'm a little confused. Were you in Ireland around that
I thought
time?
you didn't travel.
I've never left Australia before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in this
Well, you're in the photo.
I do have a lot of like doppelgangers and stuff, so it could be like a doppelganger.
You do look like Pedro Pat. Are you saying that man in that bathrobe drinking that mother in the back, looking a little guilty before the...
eyes are like peering.
It looks like you're kind of glancing over. Okay, well, look, that's fine. Now, do you want to give some backstory over this?
Name was
So this is where
Larry
the Jim Jones assassinator who killed the man in Congress. Is that...
No, this is Larry Layton, the man he was part of the People's Church.
So this is Jim Jones higher ups.
Yep, one of his men.
Right, and who's that in the background there?
That's
Does it look like Elias?
Yeah, it's
Touching my
So
staring
I'm a
down the
bit
barrel of
confused.
the
You're not in
camera.
uniform. Are you also a part of the Jim Jones cult? Were you a part of the Jonestown cult? Because that's definitely you in the back there. I think there's no denying.
That's really good.
What do you mean?
That's just a really good photo of me.
Yeah. Do you want to explain what you were doing
I
there?
might actually use that for my display picture.
Can you explain what you were doing there? It's just you seem more concerned about your display picture and not the fact that you were a part of like the biggest mass suicide ever recorded in human history.
Oh, so the one where they drank Kool-Aid?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I know nothing about history at all.
What?
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't see that last one because it's my favorite.
Why
I
didn't
didn't
you?
see
Why didn't you drink the Kool-Aid?
Yeah, so what's going on there? So
I don't
you were
like
there.
Kool-Aid.
Larry
It's
Layton's
too watered
there.
down.
He's assassinated someone. I'm
Yeah.
assuming you're there during the big cult suicide, the mass suicide. You were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Did you drink the Kool-Aid?
No. Why
That's
would
what I
drink the
said.
Kool-Aid?
He doesn't like
So
the
what
taste
happened?
of
Do you
it.
want to explain?
It's too watered down. The Powerade's where it's at.
Well, did you know Jim Jones well?
Oh, I like knew him a little bit.
How was he?
He was really kind and like really charismatic.
Yeah. So
But-
what happened? Why didn't you drink it?
Just didn't feel like it. He knows that I like Powerade more than Kool-Aid.
I still have no idea.
Now
what's
I've
going
got
on.
one. Now, obviously, we all know about what I regard as probably the funniest probably the funniest international terrorist attack of all time. which
Gee, I
is
wonder what
9/11.
this will be.
Now, 9/11 was obviously a tragedy. I'm not saying that the loss of human life is funny. What I'm saying is, without 9/11, CrackerMilk would probably have 50% less punchlines. So we got to make sure that we're on top of that. Now, obviously, one of the biggest things that happened with 9/11 wasn't the immediate deaths of the people in the towers and the planes, but the long-lasting effects of the huge debris cloud that filled Manhattan and actually gave people a lot of cancer. Many people die who were there just from being in that debris cloud. So what's interesting to me is I found this image. Now this one, the others were sent to me by an anonymous source. This one actually was in was sent a photo taken in the Peace Museum. Someone has gone to the World Trade Center Peace Museum, or whatever it's called. Don't Fly Planes into Buildings Museum, and they took this photo and said, "Do you know this guy?" So I just want you to look closely. It's like a Where's Wally for adults. Just see, it's just a bunch of people running from the
Oh yeah, I see.
debris cloud of the first tower.
Oh
falling.
yeah, I see.
She's just licking the chair.
That's bad. Now, I just want to say that the reason
got really good
that
posture.
I buzzed this one in is he's in detonation range of the tower.
I just need to show before we
Okay.
digress. I do want to show Elias this one here. Now, the image should come up now for the audience. Oh, is that funny to you? Is it? Was that a funny moment in history for you when you were?
He died, dude.
Those people in that shot probably died from
And
cancer.
the people in that drive of the plane, he died.
The pilot,
Yeah,
the
Driver
driver.
of the plane.
Do you kind of see what my concern is? It looks like you're kind of in the back there. The thing that concerns me more is everyone's running forward away from the debris, and you kind of just don't really look like you're bothered.
I'm a bit shell shocked.
Are you
It
shell
looks
shocked?
like.
Do you want to tell
Definitely
us about
looks
that day?
shell-shocked.
Yeah, well, I was at work,
Where were you working at the time?
building 1.
Building 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
north.
The North Tower.
Yeah,
You worked in the North Tower.
yeah.
Okay.
So I was on my lunch break.
Mm.
I was pretty hungry. I had some packed lunch, but my fucking annoying coworker ate my lunch
Oh, that's awful.
out of the fridge. So I was like, well, I don't have anything to eat, so I'm just gonna pop down, grab myself some sushi.
Mm.
I
and
love sushi.
When I was there down on my lunch break,
Just leave her.
I noticed.
Just fucking leave the dog. Go on.
Yeah, so I went down, have my lunch break.
Yeah,
got some
okay.
sushi, and then when I looked up, I noticed like people screaming, and there was a plane that flew into the tower.
Oh my god.
Now, Goob was bringing something up. I want to hear Goob's point.
Sorry. The reason I buzzed that one to you, though, is that where that photo's taken is under a gas line that runs into the building, and it's in detonation range. And there's a famous theory that the buildings were actually detonated. And you're looking towards a third building.
That's interesting that, like, everyone's running the other way, and for some reason you are incredibly calm, almost as if you were aware of what was happening before it was happening.
It was more shell shock because
You have said shell shock a few times.
yeah, because I was quite shell shocked because you start thinking, oh imagine if my coworker didn't steal my lunch, I'd still be in that tower.
I went on your MySpace that you had at the time because I did some research, and it says now you actually you had quite a few friends on your MySpace, didn't you, back in the day? That was sort of
I was quite popular on MySpace. Yeah,
So what's funny is that you had like your top friends.
yeah.
All of your top friends are like exotic names, right?
Well, yeah,
Because you got Muhammad Atta. He was our top friend for you. And then you had Abdulaziz Al-Umari, Walid Al-Sheri, and Satam Al-Sukami. Now, the thing about them is, I'm not going to make like a racial profile thing. They are all Middle Eastern. We'll just say that. Were you close to those guys?
Yeah, is it wrong to have Middle Eastern friends?
What sort of thing? Like, how close were you? Were you just online friends, or were you like real friends?
Yeah, a lot of it was online.
A lot of it was online.
Yeah, probably like 99%.
What about the 1% that wasn't online?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, it's just that those were the names of the 9/11 hijackers,
Right.
and they were your top friends on MySpace at the time.
They were the hijackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how this puts me in a bit of a bad light.
Well, that and the photo of you.
There.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can see,
that-
I can see how this is like aligning to.
We're not going to
Kind of
try.
throw
We're
me
not.
under
We're
the
not
bus.
trying to. We're not trying to frame you like a war criminal. We would never do that, or like a domestic terrorist.
So what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to show Nick that like she needs to be
You know
safe
what?
around men.
By comparison, what I did to you was like nothing. So I feel a lot better. Thank you.
That's okay.
Thanks.
We've all got our flaws here. Nick likes to sexually harass the men with the most thinning hair. That's her thing. She looks for the man with the thinningest hair.
I'm not thinning. I'm just got an awkward hair.
Maybe I like tall men. Maybe that's why I don't like you, Connor.
short king.
Because you're not tall.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be the like rampant anti-Semitism that you have. And I'm
I
a
don't know
Jew.
what that is.
Anyway, I'm not a Jew.
I don't know what that is.
Anyway, look,
I don't like Jews anymore anyway.
we've learned a lot.
I love juice.
We've learned a lot. Now, whether or not you're implicit in the 9/11 attacks is something we're not going to go into anymore. Okay, we're going to drop it and move on. Let's move on. I don't really want to be spending our time on the podcast like accusing someone of like heinous crimes.
Really? Because that's what you've kind of been doing the whole time.
I know, thanks a
kinda
lot.
like
When's
90%
your
of the
comeuppance?
podcast.
Huh?
Thanks a
What
lot,
have you done?
Elias.
Huh? What have you
I
done?
didn't do anything.
I run the channel.
Are my thighs not big enough for you? Boo.
have-
Oh,
You have the
chosen.
smallest legs on a
Nice.
human being I've
Chosen
ever
one.
seen.
No, the smallest ankles.
I picked up a skewer the other day
Tinkles.
and had
Reminded-
to do
yeah,
a double
it
take. So I
remind-
was worried I was
Whoa!
grabbing
I
Nick's
knew it.
leg.
Yeah.
I know. Skewers remind me of my legs too.
What do you want to
Just the bottom half of my
What do
legs.
you?
though.
A shelled peanut reminds me of your head.
Oh yeah, look fair.
It's okay to have a peanut head. Nothing wrong with that.
I just have, you know what? Okay, you know what? I posted a cute picture of me. I've been feeling a bit shitty about myself. And then the other day I felt really fucking cute. So I took
Yeah.
a picture and I put it up on Twitter. And then someone screenshot it and then drew like tic-tac-toe on my forehead to show how big it was. And I was like, really? Today of all days? Are you serious? I was really mad.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
That's good.
Look, if that's the worst you're gonna get
It
from
was
a
you,
fan-
wasn't it? I know.
No, it's not me.
I was like, I kind of was proud of how much effort they put in. And
Yeah.
the ex did win.
Extra, yeah, I
What,
was gonna ask
X's
what
you
makes
who
me
won,
what
yeah.
makes me laugh is that's obviously someone who quite likes you. That they're like,
It's so much effort to be like, I don't know. And I've talked to Tamara about my giant forehead before, and she had the best reaction. She's like, "You're fucking delusional, aren't you?" And I went, "Well, now I'm not worried about my giant forehead anymore."
You don't have a giant forehead.
And then that
so,
happened, and
yeah.
I'm like,
What it is when a woman shows that she's a human being. men see it as pure weakness.
I
and
don't
will
know.
attack
Maybe
it.
this guy just really likes tic-tac-toe. Like, maybe post a picture of your ass and tic-tac-toe that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now, someone who does have a giant forehead.
You don't.
Chris.
Oh, he
Chris
does.
doesn't have a giant
I
forehead.
think
Yeah,
it's
because
just
it goes.
'cause he
It
has-
ends.
goes
It ends
all
back
the way.
here.
I think it's called bald.
Yeah, Chris isn't balding.
Oh,
Chris isn't
right,
balding.
okay.
He's just got a massive
Soft
forehead.
head.
His forehead, his forehead ends at the back of his skull. I would love to throw like a soft ball at the back of his head and watch it just get caught, like, and it gets caught in it like putty.
What if it like a hand? It kind of like grabs it.
Chris fell asleep within
Hey.
5 minutes of a conversation yesterday. We were having a chat.
Dude,
and
it was so
nodded
funny.
off.
You just started snoring.
Within
as
5
well.
minutes, like the most old man shit.
It's so funny.
He's got
It's
his
either
little-
he's talking and you won't be able to shut him up, or he's asleep.
Yeah, and then he gets
Yeah.
really sensitive when you tell him he doesn't shut the fuck up. He's like, "Oh, I don't. You tell me I don't." It's like, well, stop
I
talking.
have heard the story 3 times, but I let him go.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
okay.
heard every story he's ever said.
Yeah.
For someone that old, he hasn't done much.
Got a lot of friends with a lot of nicknames.
Did you say nicknames?
Nicknames.
What the fuck, dude?
What?
You're gonna have to censor the first part of that word you said because you said it so offensively.
I said nicknames.
Whoa! Stop, bro.
What?
What's like a bad comment that you've got that has stayed with you?
The only one that ever actually stayed with me, aside from people criticizing, I can't say anything about what upsets me on this because people do it. But the only one that really upset me was when someone said that we were 3 men with the worst facial hair they've ever seen and we should give up. And it was so specific and particularly mean that it hurt me. The ones that are really volatile and full on are like fucking hilarious.
No, I like the ones that are like backhanded compliments. There was one that oh my God.
Oh, yeah, there's a
I
lot
have
of them.
very large shoulders. And so I've big, broad shoulders. That's just what I do. I'm a very strong woman. What can I say? And so then people comment on them. Like men will comment like, I'm jealous of your shoulders. And this person just went, shoulders, and then an emoji of a football. And I was like, really? Yeah. I'm like, fuck. Really?
I don't
That's
think
pretty
there's
good.
anything. You shouldn't be critical of your body at all. You're a beautiful woman.
Oh, no, I just think it's very funny. But yeah, I mean, these are my shoulders and they do their job. And I'm strong and I don't know.
Your shoulders are bigger than my shoulders.
It's true. I do have very broad,
Bigger than my shoulders too.
manly shoulders.
Yeah.
Nothing of mine is bigger than yours.
Nick's dick is bigger than your dick.
Okay.
I've seen both. I can always tell which one Elias's is simply by scent.
One
Because
of my
it's
what?
your dick.
Oh right.
Because it's got such a punch.
Sorry.
Yeah, like it's crazy, crazy to think that like we're sitting here now and we're on episode 2 of what's going to be
The
in-
most watched podcast.
yeah, what's
on
going to
YouTube.
be in a few years the most listened to podcast of all time.
Do you listen
Yeah.
to any podcasts?
Absolutely not. I think it's a terrible, terrible media. I would never listen. Anyone who listens to podcasts needs to get some friends and have their own fucking conversations.
I used to listen to a lot
Except
of
for you
podcasts.
guys. You guys are great and you should listen every week.
You should make sure you put them out every week.
Yeah, well, I have to edit them to do that.
Come sit, Gooby Gooba.
Goobles. Professor Goobles, come sit down. Come sit down
your
over here,
ass down.
Professor
Sit
Goobles.
your ass down, sir.
Sit your ass down, sir. Aye.
Close that door, sir.
That might be a bit of a good idea you have there.
About bloody time you sit your ass down, sir.
Bloody time, I must see.
What do you want to talk about, bud?
Oh.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Have you watched anything or read anything fun?
I've been watching Castle. I really like that.
Yeah.
What's it about? Isn't it an Aussie one or nah?
Nah, it's Nathan Fillion. He's a writer.
I love Nathan.
Because I finished Bones, so I wanted to watch the same shit.
Yeah.
Bones
sick.
Castle. It's all one word.
It's literally the same show.
Is it?
Yeah, I reckon it's stolen.
Who's
Oh,
who's
shit.
a celebrity crush of yours that's a bit fucking weird? Like not like normal. Like, oh my god, Jennifer Lawrence or Margot Robbie. Something that's a bit fucking weird.
I like Katie Sackhoff. I think she's hot.
I don't know who that is.
She's Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica and Bo-Katan in Star Wars.
Oh, I need to look
yeah.
that up.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that an
I-
odd one? Do you think she's
No,
hot?
I think it's odd.
It's an odd one?
I think she's pretty hot. Yeah.
What? Okay. What's your odd one?
I've had like my childhood crush that I still have now.
Arwen.
Yeah, Liv Tyler.
Oh, I fucking knew it.
She's conventionally beautiful though.
Yeah.
Talking
but
about Arwen.
Get up.
It's not on a lot of people's lists, I guess.
I guess so. I was thinking.
Hobbit's list.
I was thinking more like fucked shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to be.
What's yours?
Who's that guy from Chef?
Is this Celebrity Crush?
Oh,
John Favreau.
God, I love John Favreau. I would fuck him so hard.
John Favreau?
I love him.
From Chef.
Yes.
The director of Iron Man.
Yes.
Iron Man.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah, why'd you
Chef
say it like
man.
that, dude?
God, he is a hunk. He is a sexy man. That's
Well-
my odd one. That's my weird one.
Yeah. Okay.
All the rest are very normal. Whereas
No, they're
it's
not.
just-
They're
okay.
not normal.
Ben Stiller's normal.
Pennywise the Clown isn't normal.
I love Pennywise. the
Ghostface
Clown.
isn't normal.
No, that is now.
And you find a
It's the whole
genuine
thing.
sexual attraction, right, to
Yeah.
Pennywise the Clown.
Of course.
Which
Who
do you,
doesn't?
Tim Curry's Pennywise the Clown?
No, the new one.
You don't find the old one hot?
Not really.
What about Skarsgård, the actor?
Which one?
Oh, with the weird bug eyes.
Yeah.
Which scars?
What about?
But you like
As a clown, yeah.
Do you ever find that Ghostface is less attractive when you find out who the killer is? At
Correct.
the end of the film?
Yeah, 100%.
So you have
Unless
to.
it's like, what's his name?
So you got to
Billy or
find a hot
whatever.
one. You got to find like in your mind, the hot Ghostface is always like one of the hot
It has to be.
Killers.
It's the Billy guy from the first.
from the
one.
first one.
Mm,
All I remember is Scary Movie 1. That's the only. Anytime I think about Scream,
Yeah.
Scary Movie 1 comes into my head, which you haven't seen.
I have, but it was before I watched any like
you got to watch Scream.
scary movies. So I was like, what
You
the
got to watch Scary
fuck?
Movie. Sorry, you got to watch Scary Movie.
Ah! So I was just thinking. of
Don't make
Scary
jokes
Movie.
because you can't watch scary movies. You're
Yeah.
you're a scaredy cat.
I am. I can't do
I
it.
have to pee a lot when I
Like-
get at nighttime, and then when I get up and it's dark, it's like
Can
Dude,
I tell you something
horror
about?
movies sit with me for
Scary.
so
Can I tell you
long,
something,
and they
bro?
fucking they give me nightmares
Same,
and shit.
same.
Like it's fucked up.
Dude, they're not. It's not real.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I know
matter.
it's not real,
Your brain
bro.
doesn't- your brain doesn't-
my brain doesn't fucking
Nope.
think that. But it's like when I go to sleep, I'm unprotected, dude. It's just my
Yes,
thoughts.
yes.
But they
You
just
were,
fucking
you
create
were
shit.
you were as unprotected as you were before you watched that thing. Nothing's changed except your mentality. So couldn't you be?
Yeah,
able...
but no, but it's the
By your
watching
own
it puts
logic-
ideas into my
Okay,
head.
so by your own logic, can't you put ideas into your head that are the movie's not real? It's entertainment.
It doesn't work like that.
no
It's imagery. and shit.
illogical.
Yeah.
Okay, put some positive imagery in your head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, you have
that's
to
what I
watch
do. That's why I
SpongeBob
don't watch horror.
afterwards.
Yeah, why don't you watch a horror movie and then watch some eye bleach?
No, it doesn't work like
Why don't you
that. 'Cause I've
physically
still-
bleach your eyes with bleach?
Because I've still seen it. I've still consumed it.
Okay, but what's a
and it's
movie?
in
What's a
my
scary
head.
movie you have seen that?
It's like
did that
watching
to
a
you?
shark movie.
The-
Yeah, you're so scared of shark movies.
sharks.
You told me
Just
that you
sharks,
have to
yeah.
turn off The Shallows.
I
Because you
love
couldn't
The
watch it.
Shallows. That's so fucking lit. It was so fucking lit.
The Shallows?
Yeah, isn't that with
it's all right.
what's her
Blake
name?
Lively, yeah.
Yeah, God, that was a good one. I love. Yeah, have you watched the 40 meters down or whatever?
Oh,
47 meters down, yeah.
Yeah.
I glanced it.
I glanced
It's
at
good. It's good.
I
Wait,
watch
so-
scary movies. You watch scary movies.
Yeah, not of recent. I have turned into a bit more of a baby. 'Cause
Oh
I
my
do have to pee
god, you
during the
guys are
night
so
and I don't wanna get up when
lame.
it's dark.
Watch some fucking movies.
I like watching.
Hey!
where the killer is a little baby or some stupid shit.
I don't watch fucking weird like Korean.
Parasite?
I love Parasite.
Kian
Yeah,
loves
Parasite's an amazing
Parasite.
movie. You have bad taste. Get better taste. You need to eat raw fish like the Koreans because it's a good fucking movie.
So, what scary movie fucked you up, Elias?
What a recent one that I can think of was
Bluey.
Bluey.
What was it? Is it?
Indian in the cupboard. Was that
Nope.
one you're telling me about?
I
Scared?
loved Indian in the Cupboard. Indian in the
Was
Cupboard's
it
so
Nope? Is
good.
that the UFO one? Nope.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. No, it didn't scare
Nope.
me, but it left me like there was one scene where they're like all in the barn.
Yeah,
And the fucking
yeah,
like
the
the
alien.
people aliens would like come
That's
out.
what
and
got
shit.
me too.
It fucked me up, but then I started thinking about it, and then I had nightmares of like fucking aliens and shit. Like on my, aliens are like one thing that I don't.
It was your
like.
thoughts were
Well, they are
scarier than
real.
that
The
movie.
most
Yeah.
real thing.
Yeah, it fucks me up, bro.
But that's what fucked me up too recently. Because I went to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bathroom and I'd be sitting on the toilet peeing, and then just see these like alien heads pop past, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"This is fucked." Like,
It's like that kind of like. It's like sci-fi ish kind of like psychological horror shit that just fucks me up. Like
you know what
that kind of
fucked
shit.
me
None
up
of
was
it fucks
Saw,
me
the
up.
first Saw. I love it. I love the first Saw. It's very good. But then it was like anyone at any time. If you're a shit person, you can be taken and like
And
I'm
you're
like, have I done
That's
anything
me.
wrong?
I'm a piece of shit.
And I was like, have I done anything wrong? Am I just gonna be taken? That's really scary.
I am not. The only thing that ever scared me was The Ring because that fucking
Women are
imagery
terrifying.
is horrifying. But I am not scared of horror films at all. Like horror films don't scare me.
That was one of
I
the
might
ones that
I might
watched
jump
that.
a little bit in a film, but
See,
I don't.
like The Ring was one of the first horror movies I ever watched. I
Yeah.
don't know why I watched that. It was awful. The main thing for me was that when they died, they were like
Horror,
I
yeah,
fucking
they're
hated that.
demented. Horror
Yeah, it
and
was
comedy are like
awful.
the same. So once you kind of recognize the structure, you can kind of predict them all. Like I
Oh,
can't.
once you know one.
I
you
don't actually
know
wear my
one.
glasses, so I'm not being a smug cunt. I'm just saying that like you
Oh, yeah,
watch.
I just realized you're not wearing your glasses.
You watch
What?
but you're wearing your hat that you never take off and sleep with.
Yeah.
How they all go. So you just like.
You can
Yeah,
predict them all.
I look at the poster and know what's up before it happens.
Well, you do that with romance fantasy novels, so
Yeah, I can predict every single one.
it's true.
Did you know that like James Wan, the guy who does Conjuring movies, you can just fucking like you just know you can literally say when the scares are gonna happen before they happen because they're so rudimentary. Like it's like that. Like James Wan did that whole like he kind of brought back that whole idea that like it's okay to have silence and then go whoa and go gotcha. You're scared. Like you're not
that.
scared.
Hate
You're
that.
like
jump
instinctively
scares.
jumping because you're
Yeah, but that's like I could watch Scream or like Friday the 13th, and I know where the killer is, but I still
Yeah.
jump.
yeah.
Love
that's,
it.
That's but
Slashers are my favorite.
my favorite horror film at the moment is probably Talk to Me. That was really good.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that because I was too scared.
It's scary. It's good.
I was too scared.
That's the sort of shit that would fuck you up.
Yeah.
is
yeah,
Talk to Me.
right? No. Mm-mm.
I hope the next one's a foot.
Talk
With
to
a little
feet.
Elias is in the cover going.
you're meant to
Yum, 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 yum.
touch toes with it. Yeah, I am. And you hear him clearly sucking on it.
The horror
Oh.
man.
Yeah.
Did you leave some of that gunk in your toenails for me?
I'm having a spiritual connection.
Science is the scariest thing.
Science has amazing visuals in it.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I've seen some scenes.
I
from
don't
it
think
that
Signs
just,
is
like popped up.
the
It's fucked
scariest
up.
movie. I just think it's got really intense imagery that stays with
Yeah.
you. Because like it's dumb. It's really dumb in lots of ways. But then it does like really fun things too. That's just M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong. He doesn't know how to make fucking movies.
True.
Have you seen Old? Where they get stuck on the beach and they age rapidly? Like, dude, that movie is like, you know when it's something so bad, but it's like a train wreck. You have to watch it. Watch Old. You can watch Old. It's not scary. It's
Have you seen his next one? The new one? The Cabin?
no.
Young.
Is it good? It's not good. With
His batting average is bad now.
well, his batting average has been down for
Well,
down for a
he had,
while.
Like, a really good one, and then the
He does it all the time.
Dude, The Village was so good
But it's not
and,
science.
until like.
All right. We've got a
And-
comedy podcast here, and we've leaked into film.
Yeah, I feel like I've
And
seen
you find
that.
it weird that we create content in a vacuum. You'd feel like this too, where like because we're in Wynnum and like no one else is where we are, and no one else is in Queensland making content.
Yeah.
We're literally like we have these followings that are pretty significant, and it is like no one knows, like no one else in YouTube or Instagram knows that we exist. Like that's
Yeah.
how it feels constantly making
Yeah,
content where
yeah.
we're making shit and we'll hear things from people in LA and then nothing from anyone. It's fucking crazy.
I want to be friends with people, but you have to like be close proximity to people to
Clicky.
be friends with them.
Yeah.
And they're all overseas, and I can't even meet them. What if they like me, or what if they don't?
Yeah, I mean, we'll go to LA at some point. Hashtag.
LA,
Donate.
huh?
Should we start a LA fund? Like a
Yeah,
donate
pay for us to
thing?
go on holiday.
Yeah.
It's a working holiday. It's claimable. Claim that shit.
Yeah, I mean, we're working, but I would never ask someone to fund my overseas
I got asked to
trip.
go to a convention in Abu Dhabi.
Are you going to go?
I said no. Well, I didn't.
Why?
Well, because it was over Christmas time or something, and I saw some other big cosplayers that went and stuff. But I don't know. I just was like, I'm really bad at flying,
it
and I
paid?
didn't see it. I can't remember.
I fucking hate flying.
I hate flying so much, and Abu Dhabi is not a place that I particularly felt like
Where
I
is
wanted
Abu
to go. Dubai.
Oh, they love women there. They're really good to women there in Dubai.
And because like if I brought Kian over, you can't like hold hands and stuff, and
Mm.
I'd feel like I'd go to jail because I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, pretty crazy, hey.
So I don't know. But my cousin's working over there at the moment at the movie world. They have a movie world over there.
They have a movie world.
Really?
They have a Warner
Holy
Brothers
shit.
world.
Damn.
Hopefully they're
It's
spooky.
really cool over there. Like I looked up some things, but then I looked up enough things that I went, now I don't know, gotta go.
Do you reckon the Scooby-Doo coast is better there than the fucking shithole one that they've ruined it?
Do you reckon they'd have less deaths there?
There's
than
no deaths at Movie World, bro.
Yet.
Dreamworld.
Dreamworld?
Then that was the River Rapids White.
Yeah.
Which is insane because anyone local or relatively local, like I had a Dreamworld annual pass multiple years, went on every ride multiple times. Like,
No, the weirdest thing is that I only went to Dreamworld once, and it was like maybe a couple of months before the incident happened.
that was the only time you went.
Only time I ever went, and my mum was like, "We got to go on that ride. I love water rides." I was on there and I was pooing my pants. I was
Oh.
like, "This is fucked. I'm scared."
That's
And everyone's
funny,
having a great time, but I
because
was
it's
like, "I'm
such
so
a-
scared."
It's famously such a chill ride.
Yeah, no,
For
I was
anyone
terrified.
unaware, like a big theme park like an hour away from where I live. Went on it for years, and there's a River Rapids ride, which is quite old but very chill. It's just like a big circle,
Like a
plastic,
tube water ride.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a big plastic one, like quite big, and you'll just sit in it, and it goes down the rapids, and they're pretty chill, and it just knocks itself around.
I was freaking
But
out.
then on the ramp, one time these children and a family were on it, and the ramp that brings it back up to get you off, and it malfunctioned, and the whole donut flipped on its head and suffocated and crushed the people in it. They were on the conveyor thing, so it was turning up.
Any
So
hoozles?
so
We're
that
a
happened.
comedy podcast.
That's just context for the audience. That happened, and it's kind of killed the business. Dreamworld doesn't have good business because of that.
They lost their dream.
I think all of those theme parks suffered after that.
Yeah.
Who has Bluey?
Bluey?
Yeah, one of them's got to have it, right?
What do you mean? Who is Bluey?
Mm.
Dreamworld.
Dreamworld.
Do they actually?
Yeah, Dreamworld had the rights at one point, I remember. But the thing with Bluey, and what's sad about Bluey, is that
You can't date the dog.
no, it actually mauled the neighbours' chickens, Bluey, the other day, and the neighbours were pissed. And look, let's just say that the Bluey you see on screen is probably a different dog than the one that was originally.
No, I reckon
You
that
can- you
episode
can-
will
you
come
can-
out for
I
sure.
don't think they're going to
You
bring
can
that
find
out.
I
like
feel
a
like they
few
will.
differences between like some of the patterns on Bluey and the
Yeah, if you look at the
like,
cartoon, you can see that like the dog they have is
it's like one
different.
like extra spot.
Well, the first Bluey bit a kid, they put him down straight away. The second Bluey was fine, but wasn't toilet trained, and
Yeah.
they just had enough of that and got rid of him. The third Bluey was doing great up until recently when the neighbours' chickens got mauled.
Fourth
And-
Bluey was just a horn bag.
The fourth Bluey,
It was just
the
like-
fourth Bluey would not stop humping. Like the fourth
Yeah.
Bluey was on
Yeah, horn
heat
bag,
constantly. You can be a
female horn
horny
bag.
female.
That is true.
The fuck?
Are they only dogs in Bluey? Like, is there a chicken character?
Yep.
So that was like a living human, like a.
Was a chicken.
Yeah.
But it was sentient.
Chickens are sentient.
Yeah.
Maybe the animals have to
Like
die
Bluey sentient.
in real life, and then they become cartoons. So they wanted more chickens, so then they killed
Well, when
them.
Bluey
have
killed
no
the
idea.
chickens, the thing that's alarming, it wasn't like a dog mauling. It was like he had an AR-15 and he was going up asking what religion they believed in, if they believed in God, and then killing them,
I'm not.
executing them.
I'm a dog.
Is there Jesus in Bluey? Was there a Bluey Jesus?
Yeah, he's called Bleezers.
Okay.
It's a
It's got Yeezys.
he's got Yeezys
Do
on.
they
Yeah.
ever have episodes where they have like humping dogs? Because that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Do they cock their leg up to pee, or do they go to the toilet?
I've seen Bingo's lipstick a few times.
Is
That's
Bingo a
cool.
boy?
I think Bingo is the mum.
That's cool.
Like
No, I
makeup.
think Bingo's
lipstick.
a
I didn't
brother.
realize oh, you're talking about lipstick dick.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize I would animate that.
you'd be on Bluey.
I'd be like an aggressive neighbor.
I'd be a local cop, but I'm really corrupt, like horribly corrupt, and I aggravate the dogs to bite me, and then I take them to the vet to put them down.
I'd probably be the moon. Like
The moon?
yeah,
And have your actual
like
face?
Big Blue House.
Yeah.
Like they're in the big
Oh.
blue house. Like
Yeah, that's the
They
moon.
look up at him.
Imagine
just
trying
like-
to sleep and you got that fucking moon face looking at
Are
you.
you a crescent moon though? Because that works.
I just like that. I thought that I was talking to someone and I was like, "Isn't Bluey like super PC or something?" And then I looked it up and it was like they're in trouble because they're not PC enough. And I was like,
Yeah, well,
okay.
that one episode got removed from America because Bingo, the dad, wants to lose weight, and like I think that's hilarious that like weight loss is looked at that way.
"That's so awful." I think you're allowed to do
Wanna
that.
change your body if you wanna change, yeah.
right?
Well, everyone, this has been another fantastic episode of the CrackerMilk Podcast.
CrackerMilk.
We're still
Podcast.
finding our feet. We're not sure what parts of this will do more, what parts of it will do less. The one yesterday was
Let us know.
yeah, let us know what you like.
Yeah.
Again, this is a brand new channel. Thanks for watching. There'll be more coming out. You'll see some little bits on here. If you want to see the full version of this podcast, we have the extended version available on our Patreon. You can donate as little as $2 and you get all of our content absolutely free. You get an extended version every single week. And on top of that, you also get a bonus podcast. That's right. The boys here are so fucking pathetic and lonely that they do show and tell where they show off
Yeah.
I'm
their
very much looking
toys.
forward to coming out.
Yeah, and Nick is literally like the amount of junk in your house like that you can bring in. Oh,
It's
sorry.
true. It's hard to choose between what junk I want.
Yeah,
to
and
bring.
I say junk as in the same way I talk about your shit. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit mean, isn't it?
Collectible action figures.
Thank you. Thank you,
all right. Anyway, you can see. So if you want to look at how the reason why all of us are not seen as adults, you can watch the Show and Tell podcast. And if you want to see more jokes, you can listen to this. Thanks for listening. Have a great day, and we love you lots.
Thanks, guys.
Love ya.
Bye.
Whoa. Whoa.